Hey guys, as I was saying, um, back then, not back then, like 50 years ago,
Right.
but like, a couple years ago, you could give someone an ultimatum and they'll respect you enough to really make the decision. Now, people be like, whatever, she just mad right now, or he just mad right now, a couple times, or whatever. Like, it's just, things have changed now. Because a lot of things don't hold weight like they used to.
Okay, so how about those guys that says got a wife, a girlfriend, and a mistress? How about if the guys that have multiple, okay,
They're
like
out here.
they are, but like, so those girls are no longer sidelines. What are they? Because if you're competing with other females besides the main or the wife, then what is that called? Like,
I mean, honestly speaking,
ridiculous.
I feel like if you can have a main, a sideline, and a mistress, you're benefiting of something you want. If you're staying in that position, it's something that you're getting that's causing you to stay. If I'm in the running not only with another person, but two other people, what is it?
And my whole thing is, if a guy has the time to do all of these, things, because they have to be given attention to, even though it's not a lot, they have to be giving them, some type of financial attention, time, and all that. So what are the mains? What, like, I mean, how do you not know? It can happen where you don't know, but like, if it gets that ridiculous to the point where it's multiple, how do you not know? I have no idea.
I think but some might hide behind the facts. Oh, I don't believe it. That's not. They might Drea it, and I know my man, and or some might just not care. I mean, I'm doing my thing too, so what does it matter? He out here getting his money, and I'm out here spending time with who wants to spend time with me.
So if a female does it, then what is that called? Is the guy the sideline? Like,
definitely.
No, they have sideline guys.
The names change.
Well, it's true what she just said. She said then we're considered, animals and all this other stuff. But from the female's point of view, like, what do you refer? Yeah, what do you refer to him as?
Side nigga.
Wow. Wow. It's getting too real out here on Table Talk. It is really getting too real. I mean, but going back to the reality shows and the TVs and how we condone different things, like, is it like just entertainment, or like, because honestly, like, I really find myself really, like, all jokes aside, rooting, for them and stuff. And is it because we know the whole story? Like, okay, we know that this person is unhappy. We know this, we know that. Yeah. So, like, does it make it any better? Because at first I was like, oh no, the president's wrong. But then when I found out about, okay, he hasn't been able to be with his wife for years and all that other stuff, and he still stood by her for a very long time. Like, is it wrong? And then when we found out what happened to her to make her draw back, then I'm like, oh my gosh, I feel sorry for her, but I still find myself like, you know what? She makes him happy. Olivia makes him happy. Like, will we be more understanding of stuff like that in real life? If it was your homegirl, if it was your sibling?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah?
I think so. I think, and you're right, when you do bring that up, it does bring a valid point. I feel like the reason we sympathize with them so much is because it's not your homegirl coming to you and telling you, look what he did and look what he did. We're watching everything, so we know everything. But if Melly was coming to us and saying, this is what he did, this is what he did, we'd be like, yeah, Olivia's messed up for that. But we don't know, oh, this is what I have been holding from him, and this is what so yeah, I think that plays a major factor in it as well.
So what can you do to prevent yourself from being a sideline, or prevent yourself from, competing with the sideline?
If he already got somebody, just leave him alone. Stop forcing yourself on him.
That's the one thing, cause
But how easy is that to do?
You can like a person and then know that they got somebody already. Just be like, well, I'm gonna keep liking you, live your life, you have to. That person.
But when does that get old though?
when does what get old?
When you're content with sharing. This is not my 5 lives. Like, not everybody is down to share long term, short term.
You're right. When does that get old?
And that's when
That's a real valid
that's when the
question.
competing come
Some
in.
people stick around for a long time.
Yeah. I mean, so how about the females who knows this person is with somebody else, who's friends with this person on social media and see, couple pics, and who knows that, okay, when this girl calls, be quiet. Don't say anything. What about those females? Like, to be honest, I mean, I hold no respect for that person. True enough, the guy is wrong because that's the person you're in a committed relationship with. But as a woman, to be okay to do that to another woman or whatnot, like, like, are we in elementary? Like, when does that get old?
And it all boils down to one thing. It has to be finances.
Has to be. That's the
Okay,
main
break
part.
that down. What do you mean by it has to be finances? Like,
I mean, finances. Yeah, I mean, if everything you want,
Giving
you
her
like,
money.
here you go, there you go, get it. Okay, you want to go, here you go.
but
Why-
see, that brings you back to you getting main and wifey privileges. So are you the real sideline? Because if he's cutting checks, like you said,
then those are called two mains.
wow,
I
it
think.
just got real. It just got how you have two names? Because I mean,
You don't know who you want.
Yeah, that's a cake and eat it too. That's what you call that.
It has to be. It has to be because to be honest, like, there's certain stuff a guy has to hold, not sacred, but like for that one person.
Correct,
And if you're getting all of those benefits, how are you the sideline?
Then you're not. That's what boosts the sidelines heads up. Like, I'm getting the same thing you're getting, so what's the problem? He may come home to you every night, but other than that, what's the problem?
Okay, like, I don't know if this is true or not, but how about the Tiny and T.I. situation? Where they said, okay, he was being unfaithful, and the girl received some perks, and which one of the perks was cars. Now, he's very wealthy, she's very wealthy as well, but I noticed by watching The Family Hustle that the gift of choice for him to give to his wife is cars and shoes. So my whole thing is, when he's giving that to someone else, like, how you supposed to feel about that on the inside? Because it's not like, oh, she's the main, and since I'm rich, a car means nothing or whatever. It's not like he's buying you homes all over the place. His gift of choice that I've noticed is cars and shoes. So when the sideline is getting that as well, even though she's not getting the public, affection and all that other stuff. So is that considered two mains?
It's a trick
I
question.
feel like the main, Tiny, she knows him, so she knows what to make him happy, what will make him, mad.
Sideline, she knows what to make them happy too.
Yeah, so
You heard what they said. They cooked the big breakfast, and she cooking sandwiches and stuff. I mean, okay, Spooky is back there shaking his head. But let me be clear. I wish somebody would try me. Okay?
I'm not saying nothing.
I mean, we really need to get the fellas in on this, because we really need their take on how they feel about this subject. And does that make us naive, to think that, okay,
He loves me.
there's a thin line there's a thick line, should I say, between sidelines and mains, like, So yeah, we really need to, like, get the fellas in.